Alright guys, I have with me the Canon R7. I've been loving and using this camera for the last 1 month, believe it or not. And I've actually shot different video gigs, photo gigs, weddings, etc. And I just want to give my really honest review. Don't buy this camera if you're gonna shoot photos. The R7, it's one of the worst cameras that you can ever buy, and a big injustice to yourself if you're coming from a full frame camera like me, from the 60 Mark II coming down to the R7. The image quality on the R7, it's quite bad. Now, having the fact that you have like EF lenses that are full frame, and now you have a crop sensor, plus you have like this adapter that you mount on, it all adds up to glass and elements, and it just doesn't look that nice anymore. Now, here's a picture example of how the image looks like. So in photos, actually, I don't get it. I don't get what's going on with the R7, but I can never get tech sharp image, and that's like I don't really understand the concept of crop sensor. But I watched Gerald Undon's video and I pretty much understood that they basically crop in from a full frame wide of view, and they're basically taking in less light in. Now, on the contrary with that belief, having a crop sensor lens, you can shoot f2.8 and make it look like it's f4.56, but having f2.8 light. So I thought, you know what, this is my advantage. I could go indoor light in a wedding. I can shoot f2.8, which should give me a 4.5 depth of field. Well, wrong. The image looks bloody grainy, and there's nothing you can do about it. It just looks like a really old vintage camera. And honestly, I didn't really like the fact that I experimented it on a wedding. I pretty much ruined the couple's wedding with the R7. Most of the shots were, number one, out of focus. I don't know why. Most of the shots ended up being out of focus. Like if I take 11 shots, only one, and that will be probably like the first few, would be in focus. Or the rest would just miss the mark altogether. And that's shooting at f2.8, which should be about 4.56, mind you, on the R7. That's bonkers. Like, what's going on? Like, the video on the R7 is indeed one of the best, but never consider R7 as a photography camera. Let me know what you think of this bold claim. That's true for me. It may not be true for you, but it is true for all of the EF lenses that I have, which is the 16 to 35, which I'm filming right now, the 7200, the 85 1.8. Even the prime lenses are actually suffering hard from this R7. The photos ended up being out of focus. The photos ended up being looking very hazy. The photos looking very grainy at even at ISO 3200. Go figure. Overall, don't buy this camera if you're shooting photos. If you're shooting videos, you'll be pleasantly surprised at how incredible the R7 is, to the point where you might think this is a cinema camera. So that is pretty much it for me. If you like this video, I'll see you in the next one.